Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel, My Research Support. My name is Nilesh and today we'll discuss journal submission and journal revision process in detail. So if you have published your research article in a refereed journal and if you have gone through this review process, then yes, you can assure that your journal is genuine. So basically in this video we will see what types of files you should have before submission, what exactly the submission process, what are the different ways by using we can submit a research manuscript, and after submission how exactly the revision process is carried out, what are the different points that you should keep in mind in revision process, and after revision once your manuscript is accepted for publication, then till publication what are the different steps involved in this process. So please keep watching this video, and if you have not yet subscribed this channel, please subscribe it and press on the bell icon to get latest research updates. Let's start with before submission. So the first most important information that you should have is a complete manuscript. So now I have considered you have selected a proper journal for publication. For that you can refer my one video. I have provided the link in this video description. Second point that I have considered is you have formatted your complete manuscript according to that journal formatting requirements and guidelines. So the third part that you need to do is you need to check your manuscript against plagiarism. So for that you can use Turnitin software, which is available online for around 1000 Indian rupees. So you will get access of it, username and ID, and you will be able to check your manuscripts for plagiarism. So try to keep the plagiarism as low as possible. So many journals accept your manuscript for publication if your plagiarism is less than 10%. So try to keep as low as possible. So the second information that you need to submit is a title page. So few journals demand a title page separately than manuscript. Means a title page may include your contact information. It will include your manuscript title, your affiliations, your abstract and keywords. So some journals also demand or allows you to submit a graphical abstract. So graphical abstract is basically a single sketch or figure which will reflect maximum results of your manuscript or key results of your manuscript or your research. So the third point is covering letter. You need to write a covering letter to the editor of the journal, and that will include a short introduction, your summary of your manuscript. You may include a published papers in the same area, and you may add the funding and supporting agencies. It will add an advantage. The next information that you should have is ORCID ID. This is basically 16 digits researcher's ID. If you have generated this ID, then you need not to provide more information. Means when you generate this ID, you need to provide your basic credential, your name, your date of birth, your qualifications, etc. So at the time of submission, if you are providing this ID, then your basic credential will be automatically fetched, then your time will be reduced. So it is better to generate ORCID ID. So every journal submission, standard journal submission demands you to provide ORCID ID. It is not compulsory, but if you are providing it, then your time will be saved. The next and last part is to provide a list of potential reviewers. So this may include the reviewer's name, reviewer's area of interest, reviewer's contact information, etc. But never expect that your manuscript will be sent to these reviewers for revisions, but the journal still demands this information. This is because if any other researchers working in the same area and submitting the manuscript to these journals, then they may use your provided reviewers for their revision process. So it is compulsory to submit this list. Now we'll turn towards the submission process. So the first method that is used for submitting a research article to the journal is through an email. So journal editors email IDs have been provided. We need to only send our manuscript through these email IDs. So this is basically a conventional method, but the second method which is used by 90% of the journal is submitting our manuscript through an author account. For that you need to log into author account, you need to provide basic credential, then you will get username and password, then you will be able to log in to your author account, and then you will be able to submit your manuscript, and you will also be able to track your manuscript status till publication completely. We'll discuss this journal submission process in detail. So we'll take one example of this journal. So I am on the homepage of Materials Today journal. So here you will find one link, submit your paper. You need to just click on this link. So in this window basically you will find different options like author login, reviewers login, editor login and publisher login. So you have not yet generated your username and password, so you need to just click on this link, register now. So now here you will find two options. You need to provide your ORCID ID, 16 digits ORCID number, or you need to provide your basic credentials. So first we will see how to generate ORCID ID, then we'll move with the second options also. So you need to just click on the use my ORCID record. So here now you need to provide your email ID or ORCID password, or you need to just register. You have not yet generated your ORCID ID, so you need to just click on the register now link. So you need to provide all of your these basic credentials and just register. So your 16 digits ORCID ID will be generated. So now you need to come back to this page. So you need to provide your basic credential here, and you need to just click on this continue button. So this is the second way of registration. So if you have provided your ORCID ID, then these details will be automatically fetched. You need not to provide this detail, but you need to provide the institute related information like position, institute, etc. And you need to provide an important keywords. So basically this is in the guidelines of this particular journal. So not every time or not necessary that everywhere you will find this part, that is providing keywords. So I provided, if you provided this keyword, then you just click on this continue button. So now username and password is generated, so you will be able to log into this. You need to provide username, password, and you just need to click on this author login. So you will get this window where you will track your complete manuscript for from submission till publication. So you will find here different sections like new submissions, revisions, and completed, whether it is accepted or rejected. So you need to click on this submit new manuscript. So here now you need to provide all these details, article type selection, attached file, etc. and finally you will be able to submit your manuscript. So in first article type selection, you need to select a type of your research article, whether it is short communication, technical note, research paper. Mine is research paper, so I have selected this. So now you need to proceed, so that you will be prompted to the second window, attach files. So here on the left side you will find 3 important files you need to attach. So if you just clicking on this part, then you will find the number of files that you can attach to support your manuscript. But cover letter, graphical abstract and manuscript file is compulsory. So you need to just, I have just clicked on manuscript file, and I need to just browse from my computer and I need to add this, or accordingly you will add these 3 files, cover letter, graphical abstract and manuscript. So now you will be prompted to the third part, which is general information. You need to provide, this is the theme of, if you just click on this you will find different parts. So this is basically a theme of that journal, which is divided into number of sub parts. So you need to just select the category under which your manuscript falls, so that the journal is able to send your manuscript to that particular reviewers, and you need to just proceed, so that you will get prompted to the reviewer preferences. So now here you will see, according to these journal guidelines, I need to submit 3 potential reviewers. So I need to just add suggested reviewer. I need to add some information, their research areas, their contact information, and I need to click on this add suggested reviewers. Likewise, I need to add 3 reviewers and just click on the next, so that I will be prompted to this point, additional information. So in additional information, basically you need to submit few questionnaires like funding acknowledgement, whether you have acknowledged all the funding sources, then publishing open access, whether you need to publish your article in open access or limited access, etc. So second last part is comments. So if you need to provide any comments related to the publication process, publication period, etc., then you can write here and click on the proceed. So you will be prompted to the last part of the journal submission, paper submission. So here you need to provide your title of your research article, abstract and author's details, and you can save and submit later if you need to correct any parts of this, or otherwise if you have uploaded all the parts correctly, then you can just click on this link, build PDF for approvals. Once you build the PDF, it will be in this form. Your manuscript will be assigned a number, a title of your research article, keywords, authors, abstract, then you will find cover letter, and then your manuscript. So now you need to again move to the author login. So now you will be at this step, submissions waiting for author's approval. That means you need to approve your PDF. So you need to just click on this link and you need to click on the approve. So it will be moved to this next step, submission being processed. But if there are certain simple mistakes in formatting or formatting requirements or guidelines, then again you will come down to the second phase, second step, which is submission sent back to author. So now you need to positively comment to those formatting requirements. You need to reformat your manuscript and you need to again submit it, so that it will be remain at this step, submissions being processed. That means your manuscript is with the editor, and the editor sends this to the number of reviewers. So for example, if editor is sending your manuscript to the 10 reviewers, and if editor is getting 50% replies, then the editor will able to revert these revisions to you. So you will be moved to the second section, which is revision part. So you will be at this step, submission needing revisions. So now here you need to provide two files. Basically first is answers to revisions. So your comments will be in this form, right? You need to write changes made in the manuscript according to the reviewers comments. So comment, these are the reviewer comments and these are my responses. So again second reviewer's comments and my responses. Likewise you need to provide one file which is answers to revision, and second file that you need to provide is your revised manuscript with highlighted information. That means this information that I have added according to the reviewers comments. So these two files you need to provide to the editor as a part of the revision. So you will be moved to this revisions being processed. So if you are all done correctly, then may your revisions will be accepted, or the condition may arise that your revisions will be declined. So they may give you one more chance to resubmit your revisions, or they may directly come with a decision that your paper is rejected. So likewise, if you have correctly answered all the comments, then you may get second revision, you may get third revision, and when the editor will come up with the decision, then your decision, you will be at this step, submission with a decision, whether it is accepted or rejected. And then you will receive a sweet email from the editorial team that I'm pleased to inform you that your paper has been accepted in this journal. So now what after acceptance? So once your manuscript is accepted, then in few days you will again receive one more email from the editorial team for the proofreading. That means one last chance is provided you to proofread your manuscript, complete manuscript. You will be able to modify a manuscript, you will be able to make minor changes into it, like author details, your appellations, or few formatting requirements like comma, semicolon, etc. Obviously that is monitored by journal editorial team, so you will not be able to change or make any major changes into it. You need to follow the link provided in the email to finally submit these proofs to the journal editorial team. And the second part, that they will ask you whether you need to publish your manuscript in open access category or limited access category. So few journals are having both the categories. In open access you need to pay the fees, in subscription limited access you need not to pay any fees. So few journals only gives you one choice, open access category. Few journals only gives you a second choice, that is limited access category. And the last, they will ask you about the rights and agreements. You need to proceed the link provided in the email, and you need to agree that the rights of the given manuscript will be kept with that particular journal. After few days you will find your manuscript will be online, but in press will be written on your manuscript. This is because so journal for a particular duration, for example for a 3 months, journal receives number of research articles. So journal basically assembles all these articles and they form a volume, and then a volume number will be assigned to your manuscript, and then finally your manuscript will be published. So friends, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe this channel. I'll see you in my next video.